Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to an announcement video. This is my thank you, my 1,000 subscriber thank you Q&A video and code release, code giveaway video as well. So I have compiled all of your questions that you had for me over about a week ago, and I'm going to answer them as honestly as I can, as personally as I can. So we're going to go in. We are going to watch me play some Feng Mao. And I'll get my logo out of the way. Just watch me play some Feng Mao in a recent video that I think will come out yesterday for this video. So, guys, thank you very much for 1,000 subscribers. It means so much to me. And it means the least I can do is really give back. Probably want the sound. Give back by answering your questions that you have about me. So I've put them in order from kind of like personal to how I got into Paragon, and then kind of like the future of Paragon and stuff like that. So that's kind of how we're going to start. First question right off the bat is by I'm a Rick's Boss, great subscriber that always interacts in the videos. Great subscriber, so thank you very much. He says, let's get some Sylphin lore. Something about your childhood growing up, how you met your significant other and started a family, and any future goals or big plans. A funny or embarrassing story. So, something from my childhood. I played with Jonathan Taves and James Reimer in hockey on their way up to the World Juniors. If you don't know who they are, pretty famous hockey players. One a right wing or center, and the other one's a goalie. I was a goalie as well. I was pretty serious into hockey. I tried out for the World Juniors, World Junior Canadian team, and didn't make it, but I did play with them on their way up there. So a little claim to fame that way. My significant other, I met her in grade 9 while dating her friend. We flirted for forever, and finally went out by the end of grade 9 or 10. I actually don't remember. 2006, so I was 16, whatever that is. We finally went out, stayed together ever since, even though she was a year ahead of me in high school. She wasn't even there, and we went to university in the same residence. We stayed together. Got married a year and a half ago, and always kind of wanted a family. We had to make it work around our schooling and our careers. The time had come, so we still. My son just turned about 1 year old the other day on October 19th. So there's that. I have actually no big future goals or plans, to be honest. I do have. I mean, some kind of general things would be I do plan to have a big family. And continue working with my part-time job that I'll talk about later, and doing this. It's really my big plan. I don't have any big plans anymore. I'll talk more about that later. Funny, embarrassing story. The first one that came to mind was while imitating a kiss done by some of our wedding guests at our wedding. You know, they would come up, kiss, and then we would have to imitate that kiss, however it was done. You know, I dropped my wife during a dip. I just didn't have a good footing, and I lost my balance, and I dropped her. So that's kind of embarrassing, but of course it was funny, and everything was all hunky-dory after that. So there you go. The Meat Munching Troll asks, how old am I if it's not personal? I don't think so. I'm 26, and my birthday is June the 28th. Tycho Surratt, another great subscriber. It's always commenting, giving me tips. Asks, what is your real name, and tell me something about your life / history. So my real name is Joel. And something else about my life history is that I'm huge into science, military, technology, and the future. Kind of a dreamer in a lot of ways, and there you go. Nanny Zab asks, what do I do for a living? Well, I was a grade 6 to 12 band teacher, whenever really band can be done, I am that. So band teacher, hopefully that was a good one. And as a full-time career, and also I am a military musician in the Canadian Army. So being a music teacher or band teacher, obviously I have to play a main instrument. I play all of them really, but I can use that, and I very much enjoy being in the military as a musician. Of course, that really helps with my passion for the military as well. Gordon G asks, how do I earn money, and what are your goals for your future? Well, I was a teacher, part-time musician. Not anymore. I am a stay-at-home dad currently. Make money, part-time job in the military. And my wife. And like before, I don't really have any goals at the moment. Life has taken a drastic turn with car accident in February. I was put on medical leave. I just had a rough time the past 3 years with getting a job after university, with having good jobs, with fulfilling jobs. And I think it's all kind of culminated into a, what the heck am I doing with my life? And to be honest, I haven't said this to very many people, family included, but I feel like I've kind of wasted 8 years of my life. 5 years in university, 3 years out. I feel like I've almost wasted it. I wouldn't trade it for the world, and well, maybe I would, if I'd found, I don't know. Maybe I would, but I mean, that education that I did receive has opened my mind more so than I think anything else on the planet could possibly have done. That is, I think, the best thing about post-secondary education. You become intellectual, and you grow your brain, you grow your psyche, and I think that's like totally underrated. So I really wouldn't trade it for anything. Can't. It's over, but I do have that feeling, so getting a little personal with you guys. Waterino Cariparino, fantastic name, wow. Asks, what are you doing except YouTube stuff? Like I said, I'm a stay-at-home dad, fixing up / projects around the house. We just moved in May, kind of getting some stuff done around the house, furniture, blah, blah, blah. I am volunteering for a military support foundation. So there's a foundation that was just raised in support of my military regiment and of course anything else that they can help with. So I'm volunteering for them, and of course part-time military musician and staying alive. I put that in there just because doing therapy for my car accident, right, bugged up shoulder and especially bugged up knee. It's not really all that bad, but I don't know. When you go from being a very high-performing person, both intellectually and physically, it's really hard when you have ailments and just dealing with that in your brain and your mental health and stuff. Is just, it's hard. So I joke by saying staying alive, but it's fairly Trampoline Tricks TT asks, how did I get into Paragon? So if you're getting into Paragon now, what drives you to keep making videos on YouTube? So I got into Paragon because I saw the Amazeballs trailer for it a few months ago, and I just had to be a part of something that was both in the MOBA genre and just looked so damn good. Plus, I mean, there's a unique third-person gameplay that I really like. I always kind of liked, I've always really liked third-person, blend between the first person and kind of RTS kind of thing. So whatever, an RPG and kind of. So I really like the MOBA genre, and I've always wanted, like, you know, Final Fantasy style graphics, like the really ultra realistic Final Fantasy, not like cartoony Final Fantasy. I really love that. So this is just a perfect blend of that, and I couldn't get over it. I just had to be part of it. What drives me to keeping videos on YouTube? I simply make videos because I want to help people. I do. I want to share my experience, and hopefully people can learn from it, and I can help people learn. And I'm happy. Yeah, I want to help people. That's about it. Avila A says, what got you into YouTube Paragon? Why did you choose YouTube Guides? And what I just said, and just help people. I want to help people. I am a teacher by trade, so I like like helping people. I like teaching people, educating people, stuff like that. Brianna Martinez, another good subscriber. Not to say that the others aren't, but yeah. What made you decide to make videos on YouTube? Kind of answered that already. I've always thought that any experience shared, in any area that you ever do in life really, is going to be useful to somebody. So if I'm going to play a game and there's a technology available to share that experience, computer and all the blah blah blah, why not do it? Right? Why not do it? I also have a passion for education, as I just said. So I've always wanted to be part of a learning community, as a part of something I love, video games. Not much more to say about that. JK Plays asks, what microphone do I use? I use the microphone on my Logitech C910 webcam. I definitely had to tweak the gain and stuff on it and the input levels to make it sound even half decent, but that is the microphone I'm using. But I am getting, hopefully, an XLR Audio-Technica AT2020 microphone. And of course all the other required peripherals, craziness. Hopefully within the next few months. So hopefully you should have a beautiful, velvety radio voice coming soon. Hopefully that'll help a lot with the audio quality. NVDB and David Mendelbaum. Both of those are fantastic subscribers as well, always commenting. What is your favorite hero and what is your least favorite hero? So this is a polarizing question that I would rather just ask, or rather just say is... whatever. It's hard. It's hard for me. Obviously my favorite hero is Muriel, hands down, but my least favorite... I'm going to say the most unintuitive / unnatural feeling hero for me. I like them all. It's just some I just have a tougher time. I just do. I'm not sure why. It's a tie between a lot of heroes, and this might be a cop-out answer, but my favorite Rampage, Iggy and Scorch, Gadget, Decker, Gideon. I mean, I know that's 5. But I don't know, Rampage, you just really need to know when to use that freaking boulder. Otherwise, he doesn't really have much to do. He just is a big body that body blocks people, leaps around, and that's pretty much it. Like, his boulder is the only really dynamic part of his kit. You just use his ultimate when he's low on health, and that's about it, right? So, I struggle with him. I probably struggle with him the most. Iggy and Scorch, I think I just need to play with him a little bit more. Gadget, Gadget, probably my second worst. Decker, just because I think I've had some not the greatest synergy, not the greatest synergy with teams that I've been on with her. I think I'm okay with her, but I struggle. And Gideon, I think I'm all right with Gideon, but yeah. So I definitely, actually, now that I think about it, Rampage would probably be my worst character. Probably my worst, followed by Gadget, or Decker. I don't know. There, we'll say Rampage. How about that? We'll say Rampage. Grods are another fantastic subscriber. Thank you. Are you working on a hero for mastery? That's one's easy, Muriel, for sure. I love Muriel. I love the shielding. You can have a crazy impact on the battlefield, and I love it. I love it. I want to get her to mastery for sure. Homar Arose, CO, asks, are you going to create more of your videos using spreadsheets to find best deck builds? Absolutely. I will always continue. All of my builds, especially obviously the deck builds, are the damage builds. I build what I think is right, and I'm usually actually pretty close. But I usually have to end up getting like 3 or 4 more attack speed instead of damage. And the crit is if you're doing a balanced build, which I don't have very many right now. that one's usually a bit off. You usually have to get a little bit more crit than you would think in a balanced build, or a little bit less. Depends. But yes, I still always use it, and I'm going to continue to always use it for all my builds as well. I'm just going to pause this for a moment and see what we can do. Hold on. Give me one moment here. Alright. Sorry. Got to check something. So, we have... Khalil Allah asks, do you think that the game is balanced at this point? I think there are core issues that need to be addressed, and the current steps that Epic has taken are just kind of band-aid solutions to an internal hemorrhage. I think the new map and the other changes they're making will really, really help. Smaller map, increasing... Well, yeah. I think that there's some core issues that can't be solved just with band-aids, which I think is what they're currently doing. Joshua Hart, my question for you would be twofold. What is your favorite thing about the Paragon community? What is the thing you find most concerning about the Paragon community? Favorite thing about it is that there's so many people willing to share their experiences, come up with guides, and generally just be a part of the community. Either I haven't noticed that community before in other games, or this one just has a big community, but I feel like it's really big and involved, which I absolutely love. I think the greatest learning point, though, for the community would have to be, we have to learn how to embrace the fact that there's still a lot of learning being done by the community. We're still really learning how this game plays, how the heroes play. You know, the meta is constantly changing, the strategies are constantly changing, the builds, the tactics, the heroes, everything is changing. So we can't be dogmatic and be like, this is how you do this, and that's the only way. People are still learning, everything's changing, everything's developing. We have to embrace the learning more, be less volatile, salty, stuff like that. I think it's hard. Change is hard. Being patient with people is hard. I understand. But I think that's definitely the learning point for the community so far. Fangut247 asks, how do you feel about the art of the new map and your hopes on how it'll play? Also, who's your most favorite hero to use? Muriel? And I feel like the dark and dirty art of the new map, Monolith, will be an interesting twist in the current Legacy now. I think that the current bright and colorful Legacy is a bit better in probably showcasing the heroes and the art of Paragon, but Monolith could be really good as well. I'm really excited to play it. I hope, though, that it plays faster than Legacy, both in the tempo, like kind of literally moving and things happening, but the match length is reduced as well. But I hope that it feels more rewarding but challenging at the same time. If you invest in something, you get a reward from it. There's not just like wishy-washy kind of, I didn't really get much of that, blah, blah, blah. Commitment is a big thing, and being rewarded for it, and etc. is not, yeah. Tactical decisions should have a strong benefit, strong disadvantage. I feel like those could be made more clear. Jesus Monroe asks, what do you think about travel mode in Paragon? Do you think they should remove it completely or just for a few weeks, see how it goes? I think they should remove it, as it changes how combat functions drastically. Drastically. It removes the value from mobility skills and cards, okay, because you just go into travel mode or come into a battle still in travel mode while somebody uses their mobility card to get away. You just catch up to them. It removes an element from the game and rewards non-strategic play more so than anything else. More so than anything else. I'm not saying that it doesn't anything else. It's more so. Making a smart strategic decision in the terms of mobility and in terms of anything that that travel mode could have with the game, it's a crutch, and it shouldn't be there. I think it shouldn't be there, right? Yeah, not much more to say about that. Hopefully that makes sense. Zach Blay asks, is Paragon your first or favorite hero or favorite MOBA? Heroes of the Storm was my first MOBA. Put a lot of time into that, really learning all the characters. Really had fun with that, learning the MOBA strategies and all that kind of stuff. And Paragon's definitely my favorite MOBA. Stuart Davies, another great subscriber. Thank you for coming along for the ride with me. I'd love to know your current thoughts on the game going forward, and also any new heroes you would like to see. So I'd like the direction the game is going with Monolith and their proposed game changes. I can't think of much that they'll need to do, / I can't really foresee what they'll need to do afterwards. Can't really, sound. Sorry. I can't really foresee it. I can't really tell. I'd like all the changes that we've discussed so far. I'd like to see, though, in the future, a strict healer hero. Maybe that's too generic. Maybe it's just too generic. And it'd be better to just leave that out, but I would still like it. I don't know, I'm pretty traditional that way, you know, like a quick heal ability, a big slow heal ability, an AoE heal, a resurrect ability, right? Stuff like that, like a traditional healer. I would always somebody like that, you know, somebody based on support hero, based on like, you know, like totems, stuff like that. A builder hero that actually builds like structures on the map, right? Like I think that would be super cool. I would love something like that. But like not like Iggy and Scorch, but like you build like another turret, another tower, kind of like on top of your tower. Things like that. Or you build like a forward bunker or a wall or something like that. Oh, something cool like that. Builder hero I would love to see. Miller Costa and Luke Lindsay ask, what is your opinion on the new map info regarding Monolith? Probably should have arranged these questions a little bit differently, sorry, but the asymmetrical design I really like. It gives purpose and function to each areas of the map instead of just being a wishy-washy, this area you can do this and that and this. It gives like purpose and function to each map, or to each area of the map. That's really cool. I like that. Removing travel mode and increasing base movement speed will make combat and the game much smoother, balanced, and functional in terms of performing your class's role if the map is changed accordingly. It has to be smaller to accommodate people moving in general slower. But, you know, if you can't just get into travel mode and quickly outflank the enemy and just come in from behind, if you can't do that, and somebody like Grux or Steel, especially Steel, or Grux, any fighter will, you know, if they want to hard engage, if they want to, they're going to have to use a mobility ability to do that. So they're going to have to waste their charge. They're going to have to waste their ultimate, well maybe not waste their ultimate, preferably not, to hard engage. They're going to have to do that instead of just having this travel mode just go around it, right? It'll make it much easier. You know, Gadget's speed gate, she'll actually be able to use that to get away more of the time, which is good. So then you know, she'll build more damage, which should be what she does because she's a caster. Which means that fighters will have to build more tank because they probably should in order to catch up to the people that are getting away more often, which is more appropriate. You know, right? I think it fixes a whole bunch of things that are currently happening. Everything else is interesting regarding the map, but I can't really... Not much else is informative if I was to talk. So, Morph Magic. What's something you want Epic Games to change in Paragon and also implement? Change, I can't really think of anything. Because they're changing a lot. Can't really think of anything, but implement, I would love to see card crafting. That like, it's coming, I know, but like, soon, come on. And deck building stats and summary. So when you're building a deck, I would love to see like a summary on the side that shows you the total physical damage, or the total attack speed, a DPS number that actually shows your DPS. Casters, that'll be tough, I understand. I don't know, but something like that so you can actually see like a total, so you don't have to like go and freaking like add everything, or like a CP total, you know, stuff like that, just to make it really much easier to do. And Snoojock. asks, of course, the most important question, and I would agree with him, the most important question of this whole video. Are you able to say this? I wish to wish the wish you wish to wish, but if you wish the witch's wish, I won't wish the wish you wish to wish. And I'll say, yes, I can actually say that. I can say, I wish to wish the wish you wish to wish, but if you wish the witch's wish, I don't want to wish the wish you wish to wish. Why can I say that, but I can barely freaking talk in a video? Like, what's wrong with me? There you guys have it. There's the questions. Thank you very, very much for submitting your questions. I absolutely very much appreciate it. Thank you for 1,000 subscribers. And we are going to do this here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 individuals who submitted. So I'm going to type into Google, randomly select a number from 1 to 24. We get 19. 19. 5 from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stuart Davies. Congratulations. You win a friend code. Stuart Davies. And number generator, go 9. 999. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Brianna Martinez. Congratulations, Brianna Martinez. You both have won a friend code. I will send those to you by YouTube message right here after I'm done this. So congratulations on winning those friend codes. Thank you all for contributing to this channel, watching me, hopefully learning and enjoying. Thank you very much. I really can't say that enough. Till next time, like always, guys, stay optimistic and positive.